First off, let's talk about the big picture. The Minnesota Vikings have one of the most talented rosters in the NFL heading into 2025, and we're thrilled to be counting down the top 20 players who are set to dominate. This list is packed with starters, superstars, and some names that might surprise you. From J.J. McCarthy's potential to veterans like Andrew DePaula redefining their roles, there's a lot to unpack. So, grab your horns and let's dive into why this roster has us hyped for the season. The Vikings' 2025 lineup is a perfect blend of youth and experience, with players who can change the game on any given Sunday. We're talking about a team that won 14 games last season, finishing second in the NFC North behind the Lions. But with training camp kicking off and new faces joining the squad, the question is, who's going to step up and lead us to that Super Bowl run? Let's start breaking it down, and I want to hear your takes in the comments. Who's your MVP for 2025? Here's the deal. This countdown is where the debates get spicy. These players are the heart of the Vikings, and ranking them is no easy task. Some of these names might shock you, while others will have you nodding in agreement. So, let's get started with number 20 and work our way up, building the suspense for who's cracking the top spots. Ready to feel the SKOL spirit? Let's go. At number 20, we've got the rookie sensation, quarterback J.J. McCarthy, stepping into the spotlight as the Vikings' future at QB. Now, I know what you're thinking, 20th seems low for a guy drafted number 10 overall in 2024, right? But hear me out. McCarthy hasn't played a single regular season snap yet, and that's why he's starting here. His preseason performance was electric, showing off his arm strength and poise, but we're taking a wait-and-see approach. Why the caution? It's simple. Being a great NFL quarterback takes time, and McCarthy's still proving himself. That said, the kid's got all the tools. A rocket arm, great decision-making, and the confidence to lead. By the end of the season, don't be shocked if he's climbing into the top 5 to 10 on this list. He's kicking off the 2025 season against the Bears in his hometown, Chicago, on Monday Night Football. Talk about a debut. What do you think? Will McCarthy silence the doubters right out of the gate? The pressure's on for JJ, but the Vikings believe in him. Coach Kevin O'Connell has been raving about how McCarthy's 2024 prep, even while sidelined by a knee injury, set him up to replace Sam Darnold as the full-time starter. So, Vikings fans, are you ready to see McCarthy sling it in Week 1? Drop your predictions in the comments. Will he be a star or need a bit more time to shine? Next up at number 19, we've got tight end Josh Oliver, a guy who's more than just a pass catcher. He's a straight-up extension of the offensive line. This man is a blocking beast, arguably the best run-blocking tight end in the NFL. With T.J. Hockenson sidelined last season, Oliver stepped up big time, earning a 3-year, $27.5 million extension. That's the kind of trust the Vikings are putting in him. Oliver's versatility is what makes him so valuable. He's not just paving the way for Aaron Jones and the run game. He's also a reliable target in the passing game when called upon. His size and strength make him a nightmare for defenders, and he's a key piece in Kevin O'Connell's offensive scheme. How much do you think Oliver's blocking will boost our run game in 2025? Let me know in the comments. With Hockenson back and healthy, the Vikings' tight end duo is looking scary good. Oliver's role might not always show up in the stat sheet, but his impact is undeniable. As we head into training camp, keep an eye on how he gels with the new offensive line additions. Who else is excited to see this offense click? SKOL. At number 18, we've got right guard Will Fries, a key piece of the Vikings' retooled offensive line. Last season, Fries was a revelation early on, helping the line look dominant before a broken right leg derailed his year. The Vikings took a big swing, guaranteeing him over $40 million, and that's a bet on his potential to return to that early 2024 form. Fries' ability to anchor the right side of the line is critical, especially with Christian Darrisaw coming back from his own injury. The offensive line's chemistry will be a huge storyline in training camp, and Fries is at the heart of it. If he can stay healthy and take that next step, this contract could look like a steal. What do you think? Can Fries and the O-line carry us deep into the playoffs? The risk is real, but so is the reward. The Vikings' run game and pass protection depend on guys like Fries stepping up. As we head into the season, I'm curious. How confident are you in our offensive line holding up against tough defenses like the Eagles or Chargers? Drop your thoughts below. At number 17, we've got a guy who's redefining what it means to be a long snapper, Andrew DePaula. Yeah, you heard that right, a long snapper in the top 20. DePaula's been a first-team All-Pro twice in the last 3 years, second-team once, and the NFC's Pro Bowl rep every single year. That's elite-level consistency. You might be wondering, how does a long snapper rank this high? It's simple. DePaula's precision on every snap gives the Vikings special teams an edge. Whether it's a clutch field goal or a punt deep in our own territory, he's money. His accolades stack up against anyone on the roster, and that's why he's here. Who else loves seeing a specialist get this kind of love? As we head into 2025, DePaula's reliability will be crucial, especially in tight games. Special teams can make or break a season, and DePaula's the backbone. What's your take? How big of a difference does a guy like DePaula make in the grand scheme of things? Let's hear it in the comments. At number 16, we've got defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, one of the Vikings' big off-season splashes. After tearing his triceps in Week 2 last season with the 49ers, Hargrave's back with a 2-year, $30 million deal to wreak havoc in Brian Flores' defense. At 32, he's still got the juice to get after quarterbacks, and the Vikings are banking on him being a disruptor. Hargrave's addition is a statement move for a defense that's evolving under Flores. With more man coverage and versatile looks planned for 2025, Hargrave's ability to collapse the pocket could be a game-changer. Imagine him pairing with guys like Andrew Van Ginkel and Dallas Turner. Scary, right? What do you think his impact will be this season? The Vikings are taking a calculated risk on Hargrave's. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture for this Vikings roster. With names like Justin Jefferson, Harrison Smith, and newcomers like Hargrave, this team is loaded with talent. The 2025 schedule is no joke, with primetime matchups against the Bears and Falcons to open the season, plus international games in Ireland and London. How do you see this roster stacking up against the NFC's best? The Vikings' 14 wins last season set a high bar, but with J.J. McCarthy taking the reins and a defense that's adding pieces like Hargrave, the sky's the limit. Training camp is already buzzing, with 40 players reporting on Sunday and the first practice set for Wednesday. What's got you most excited about this team, offense, defense, or special teams? Let's hear it. One thing's for sure. This roster is built to compete. From McCarthy's potential to DePaula's consistency, every player on this list is a piece of the puzzle. But here's the question. Can they put it all together and make a Super Bowl run? I want to know what you think. Drop your bold predictions for the 2025 season in the comments. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to honor a Vikings legend. The team recently announced the passing of Jim Marshall, the captain of the Purple People Eaters, at age 87. His number 70 is retired, and his legacy lives on in the Vikings Ring of Honor. Let's pay our respects in the comments. Share your favorite Jim Marshall memory. Vikings Nation, that's a wrap